Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen is going from a small city in Ontario to around the moon.
He's a Master of Science in Physics, an F-18 pilot, and a Canadian astronaut. Your mission specialist, Jeremy Hansen.
Hansen is going to join 3 American astronauts on the Artemis 2 mission, which will see them guide the Orion spacecraft into lunar orbit next November. This is the first crew mission to the moon since the success of Apollo 17 back in 1972. Jeremy is joining us this morning from Houston. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. And congrats to Canada. You know, for me, I just feel like this is a really proud moment for the country, a real tribute to everything that so many people have done to put us in this position.
Just incredible. The announcement of the crew yesterday, I mean, it was like watching a Disney movie. It was pretty incredible. When did you know it was you? When did you find out?
Officially, we made the decision we were going to make this announcement. That sort of cements it. That was just over 2 weeks ago. I got a call from the president of the Canadian Space Agency, Lisa Campbell, and she asked me to fly on Artemis 2, and I was like, absolutely 100% super excited to do that.
Wow. Where were you when you got the call?
I was at home, here in Houston, just at my home, and she was calling me from our headquarters in Saint-Hubert, just outside of Montreal.
Incredible. How do you have 3 teenage kids? Your wife is a doctor down in Texas where you live now. How did they react?
Yeah, over my career, sometimes my kids have gotten a little bit fatigued by all the space stuff, the stuff that I love in space. Sometimes I've heard things like, is this another space thing, Dad? But I was super excited that they were excited for me. That was very meaningful for me. They were truly, authentically excited. They're like, wow, Dad, this is amazing. You want to do this for so long. We're so glad that you get this opportunity to fly. That was really meaningful for me.
No kidding. Okay, let's talk about your opportunity. This is going to be your first mission in space. And not only are you going to be the first Canadian ever to orbit the moon, you're also going to be the first to enter deep space. And the other thing I love about your story, Jeremy, is you're not only an astronaut, you've also been an aquanaut. And there are not a lot of people who are going like above the Earth and have been below the Earth's crust. What are you envisioning ahead of this mission? How do you see it in your head?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I feel really fortunate to have these different perspectives. And when I think about, when I kind of fast forward Artemis 2, I'll get to see our Earth from space. So we'll spend about a day and a half in Earth orbit. We'll be low Earth orbit, then we'll be in a really high Earth orbit. That means I'll get some tremendous views of our planet. And the reason we'll be here for about a day and a half, we have a lot to check out on this vehicle. It's the first time humans fly on it. We'll have a lot of work in those first 18 hours to make sure this vehicle is ready to go to deep space. And then once that happens, we'll blast out to the moon. It'll take about 4 days to get out there. But on the way, the Earth will get smaller and smaller. The moon will get bigger and bigger. And eventually, I will have this absolutely incredible view where I'll be looking at planet Earth through the moon. And I just can't wait to see that. It's going to be extraordinary. And I'll be doing it with 3 people I consider my friends. They're professional. We have a job to do, but I know these people really well. I trust them. I just couldn't be happy about this. It's super cool. I
keep imagining you like driving in your car and seeing the moon and being like, I'm coming for you. I'm going to see you soon. Jeremy, I don't know if you remember, but 6 years ago, we had you on to talk about the Canadian Space Agency's selection process. And you spoke even then about the importance of building camaraderie and support amongst your team. I'm going to play that for our viewers and for you as well, and we'll chat out of it.
Okay.
So right now, it's very small. It's easy to do. It's just David St. Jacques and I. And for example, David St. Jacques will launch to space in 2018 from Kazakhstan, and I'll support his mission. And when it's my turn to fly, the Corps will support my mission. And that's just the way we work it.
I had really short hair there. What kind of reaction and support have you had from your fellow astronauts since this was made official? They must be thrilled for you.
Yeah, we really do have a tremendous Corps. So Canada has a Corps of 4 astronauts, 4 active astronauts, and then we're part of a larger international Corps, closer to about 60 astronauts here at the Johnson Space Center, and across that entire spectrum, tremendous support. If anyone saw the announcement yesterday, they would have saw that the entire Corps was there. All 4 Canadian astronauts, most of the American astronauts that happen to be here or aren't in space or training somewhere. We just had so much support. That felt really powerful. And, something to realize especially for all of us, but specifically Canadians, this is not our pinnacle. We will eclipse this. This is just like one more step along the way. So that, this is an historic moment. We're sending a Canadian to deep space, but we're not done yet. It was great to see Mr. Champagne on stage yesterday.
He was so excited.
Canada was Yeah, Canada was really highlighted. I mean, and I think a lot of Canadians probably don't realize the amazing work we are doing in the International Space Program. We have a tremendous reputation. We bring real value, and our flags were flying proudly on that American stage yesterday. And I thought that was incredible American leadership to highlight Canada like that, because together we can go further. But I hope Canadians are so proud as I am, about what we've accomplished. I mean, we have done this over decades, step after step, challenge after challenge, and we're really getting stuff done, and I love that.
Jeremy, my face hasn't stopped smiling since we were talking. We are definitely proud, and from all of us here, congratulations, and thanks for representing us so well, both here on Earth and beyond.
Thank you so much. You have a great day.
You too.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.